Hello everyone. My name is Tiffany and I'll be doing the demonstration speech for this class. The name of the demonstration that I'll actually be doing will be flat iron natural hair. Now, in order to flat iron your natural hair, what you must do first is make sure that your hair is parted in 4 different places, because with natural hair it is very coarse, so it's very hard, to maintain it all at one time. So the good thing about this is that you can separate your hair and not, flat iron it all at once. And also the good thing about this is that you wouldn't, damage your hair. So that's what I'm actually doing now by separating my hair. Make sure your part is straight. And make sure that you have oil to oil your scalp as well. Now, I do want to let you know some information about natural hair. Now, with natural hair, it's very hard. I actually been natural for a year now, and it's been a very hard journey for me. I'm just being honest. As far as, okay, so I just got a blowout this weekend, and my hair has already drawn back up, and it's already poofy again. Now, I went to the salon and had it done, had it flat ironed, trimmed, and treated, and my hair was, you could shake it and it would just move right back to its original place. Now, in order to keep your hair straight like that for a very long time, you got to make sure that you don't sweat, because if you sweat, that blowout is not going to last long. So one thing about being natural in a blowout, make sure you don't sweat. Make sure you sweat less as possible, because if you sweat, it's going to draw up and you're not going to be able to have a successful blowout. Now, I have parted my hair. In 4 sections. You need a comb, you need a brush, and you need a flat iron. Make sure your flat iron goes to about 350 to 400. Any flat iron would do, just as long as it gets, a very good heat. So the first step I'm going to do is part my hair in 4 sections. So that's one section. There's another section. Then do another part here. There's another section. Now, with it being natural and poofy, make sure that you do like a very small, start out with a very small part, so it can, last longer. And you also need like a barrette to hold the rest of your hair together, so it won't fall back in, place where your other hair is. But remember, you're going to have 4 parts, so of course it's going to be out of the way. Make sure you comb it thoroughly, to make sure you don't have any knots, any naps or anything, because that sometimes can happen. And what you do is you take your flat iron, make sure it's at the proper heat, take your hair and just slide it down very slowly. And voila. That's your first strand of natural flat iron. And you'll take your back piece and you'll do the same. Make sure you don't get your ear, because that can sometimes happen, and these flat irons are very hot. See how I'm going down so evenly? And what you're going to use your brush for, you're going to use your brush, to comb it in place, so all of it can be even. So again, you just take your next row, part it, brush it down, part it, comb it down, part it, comb it down, part it, comb it down. Again, make sure that it's in a ponytail so it won't get caught with the other side of your hair. Alright, let me get my flat iron and just do the same thing over again. Just make sure you're not actually pulling up the other hair. And make sure you get your roots really good, because if you don't, it will poof up very fast. So you see how silk that is compared to this side, where it's very puffy. This is very, skinny. That's why I like natural hair, because I like the natural hair because it looks more healthy than the perm hair. Because if you actually flat iron your hair all the time, it's gonna break off. So that's something that you don't want to happen. But following the steps that I actually done, compared to it looking poofy at the roots, you can see how how smooth it looks at the roots compared to this here. And that's all I'm doing. You just repeat this step constantly just repeat it, and repeat it. And I promise it'll look like a successful blowout. So that's what I'm going to continue to do until it looks successful. So I'm just going to keep repeating the same steps so I can make sure that it looks like a flat blowout that I originally got. So usually you'll need a mirror as well, but I mean, because I'm recording this, I can use this as a mirror. So I won't need a mirror. All I would have to do is just put it in that ponytail and hold it here so it won't get caught up with the other hairs. And make sure it's not blending in with the hair that you already flat ironed. And you'll just continue to practice. Make sure you get to the roots. Boom, boom. That's what I usually say or do. Make sure I got my roots and everything. There it goes. And then, of course, if you have very long hair, it's going to take a process, because you want to make sure that your hair is super straight and you don't have any problems. So there you go. There you have it. My demonstration was to how to flat iron natural hair with a flat iron, comb, and a brush. It's just very actual, easy steps that you process, to keep on repeating it in order to get a successful blowout. Thank you for your time.